Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jennifer. For those who are new, I'm so excited that y'all are here today because we're going to be talking about a palette that is new to me. It's been out for a while. It is this by Terry Terribly Paris palette. Look at this packaging, you guys. Out of control, right? Oh, so pretty. But it's the Paris by Light palette. I've been using it for a little bit now. I really wanted to use it to just get my initial thoughts together. I'll insert a picture here so that y'all can see like what it looked like before I started using it, because now it's not as beautiful as it once was. This is one of those palettes that you get and you look at and you're like, this is way too beautiful to use. But then again, I'm like, I really want to use it. The other palette that I purchased in my order from By Terry was this By Terry palette here. This is the Brightening CC palette in Sunny Flash. I have a review and video up for this. I'll link it down in the description box and put it in the cards if you're interested in checking this one out. First, I just want to thank you so much for being here. I just ask that you subscribe if you are really interested in my content and my videos. It just lets me know that you want to see more from me, and that's just means the world to me. Thank you. All right, let's get into it. I don't know what I'm going to do yet, so probably something pink because I'm kind of got the pink vibe going. But I'm going to start with this shade here. I didn't have an inside sheet or anything like that to tell me what the shades were. So the matte shades in this palette are really nice. I don't have any trouble with the mattes at all. They are buildable mattes. They provide a good amount of pigment, but they're not hard to work with at all. I think they're pretty easy to work with, actually, where you can build them up and not have, you know how some shadows are so pigmented that it almost is difficult to work with if you're not used to wearing eyeshadow, I think. Whereas I feel like the ones that you can build up a little bit more, or that just you start kind of small and then blend it out, blend it out, blend it out, that just makes it a little easier and it's more foolproof. You know, that's just my opinion. I just think it's more foolproof. Next, I'm going to go in with this shade here. It's kind of like a rose color. Really wanting to go in the crease right here and focus that color and then start working it out. See, the pigment is there, but it's a good blendable pigment, which I like a lot. All right, so that is that rose shade all in the crease, which I really, really love. I'm going to go in with these two colors. Now, I think I'm going to go all over the lid with this shade, kind of like more outer, and then highlight more on the inner with this shade. Let's go ahead and do that. I've learned too, I kind of wanted to show you, these shimmers are best applied with the finger. You're going to get more color payoff, more shimmer, or if you want to wet them, you could do that with a brush. But as for using a brush with this, I would apply it first with your finger and then go in with the brush to blend it all in. Look how pretty that shade is, guys. Now, this one is a little bit on the drier side. I think this shade is more dry than some other shimmers in the palette, but it's still, I mean, it applies so well and very minimal fallout, very minimal fallout. And I don't know if that is because it is drier, like the formula is drier. You wouldn't think it would be like that, but you know, it is a different formula than I'm used to. Okay, other side. Okay, so those are the two shimmers that I applied to my lids. I'm going to take, it did come with this small brush. Now, I've been playing with this end of the brush. I really like this end of the brush. Most of the time, palettes that come with brushes, the brushes are terrible, but this one is actually really good. There's a chocolate brown in this palette, and I'm going to take the brush, just the end of it, and actually line my eyes with it. And look how pigmented this is. Now, you can see I have fallout here, which is okay. I'll just brush it away, and then I'll touch up the underneath. Now I don't want a ton of darkness, like right near where I put the brightness. So I just kind of went really close to the lash line. And it's super light, super kind of subtle, but definitely can tell this fallout here. Another trick what you can do is take the palette, put the brush in there, and then stamp it into your hand. And look at all that fallout that would have been on my face. I didn't do that before. So let's see if that makes a difference. So no fallout. Yeah, that worked a lot better. What I'm going to do is take this shade that I used in the crease and just smoke it kind of underneath the eyes and give it kind of just more of a congruent look. The eyeshadow is done, and now I'm going to add mascara, and I'll be right back. This is the final look with this palette, y'all. I really do like this palette. I will say I do wish the texture of the shimmers were a bit more emollient. Now, they turn out amazing on the eyes. Do not get me wrong. I mean, I think they just really are pretty on the eyes, and they wear well too. The thing is though, it's just kind of a little bit more difficult to work with when they're a little bit more gritty in texture. Overall, I think it's a great palette. If you're looking for a great neutral palette that's a little bit on the kind of rosy tone side, I think this would be a great pickup. It's been on my wish list for a long time. I'm so glad you're here again. Don't forget to subscribe if you enjoyed this, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, y'all.